Hello. It's cold as hell out here. Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Hit the opera on these knuckles. So, mofos. Yesterday, we're jumping up for joy. They were like, yeah, Jewel Lloyd ain't coming. Everybody's saying it was for the third pick. No. Jewel Lloyd ain't coming because we ain't no damn, we're not a one player away championship team. See, all this allegedly, the mother was trying to put that out there as, you know, yeah, we're home, you know, this could be our home. And she was over there doing everything in the world to just piss off the Storm organization. And then Annie Costabile was putting stuff out there talking about Jewel Lloyd. Now, people have been getting upset with Annie Costabile, but Annie Costabile is a journalist. And what people don't understand about journalists, they report on stuff or information that they gather, either from within the organization or either out there from talking to somebody close to somebody who's in the organization. Like somebody at the dumpster could be next to the president or the owner or whatever of the Chicago Sky, right? And he basically overhears him talking about trading a couple of the players. He then, you know, a journalist, of course, has people who are like, they're not PIs, but they're people, they could hire them as well, but they hire people who are pro bono, who do a lot of pro bono work. That's for all my old school people. And they go searching and digging for clues and stuff. Now, Annie Costabile was pushing this Jewel Lloyd stuff. But she's not the only one. There were multiple people out there pushing this. And then there was people that you guys don't hear or see who gathered the information, and they came to the conclusion that, yo, man, Jewel Lloyd might be coming, bro. Now, the thing is this. It wasn't just the third pick. They wanted more picks. And they would have took a couple players off their hands. Now the players, I don't know which players it was. Plus, the Seattle Storm are asking a whole lot to get Jewel Lloyd from up under them. You're gonna have to trade your future and a couple pieces today to go get Jewel Lloyd. Now, everybody's saying, well, the Aces, you know, they could go and get, they could go trade and get a Jewel Lloyd and all of this stuff, right? The Aces could do it because Kelsey Plum is not happy. She wants to leave. She felt like, all this allegedly, she felt like the organization kind of didn't have her back. She felt like everybody was pointing to her as the blame for why they weren't winning. And she felt like, you know, she wants to be a star. Like she wants to be seen. Like she wants to be a face of a franchise or be that girl. And she's right now out. She did her little Washington thing where they retired her jersey. Congratulations to that. But the thing with Chicago is, this is what I was trying to tell people, is that I don't see Chicago bringing in no big-time free agents this year. I just don't see it. That was my personal opinion. Now, there are people saying that, oh, they can talk to here, they can talk to Dejanay. Dejanay is cord. The only way Dejanay comes, and that's the only way I see her coming, is if she's going to be committed past next year. I mean, this year. And if I'm Dejanay, why would I come to Chicago when I could ball out for 1 year where I'm at and then I could be out and go get me a contract? I'm just saying. Like, you got to think about stuff like this. Like, everybody think we need to get this, get that. I think they need to look at the lower tier free agents, like an Aerial Powers, a Kimbrough, a Heidemann, a Queen Egba. Even though a lot of people, even though I said that I don't like Queen Egba, but you might have to get one of them. And Alyssa Clark, I said I would get Alicia Clark. I would get a Sid Colston. Why not? Those two bring veteran leadership. Plus, they come to your team. They could help develop their picks that you pick up. Jeff P is realizing this. The problem isn't with Angel Reese. Like, everybody keeps saying people want to play with Angel Reese. Let me tell you something. This is on the low. There are players trying to get Angel Reese from over in Chicago. They love Angel Reese, even from this weekend playing at the games, being around her. They love her energy, and the thing they love about her is she don't come off as a prick like the other person. She actually comes off as very personable, very fun to be around, and also will get the work done. The problem is with the front office. I told everybody this. Even during the Kennedy Carter thing, everybody was like, man, but it's like you just blame it. I'm not blaming Kennedy Carter, but dog, if you don't have a strong foundation in place, Kennedy Carter will run your locker room racket. It's just the facts. That is from everything I've been digging up. That's from people I've talked to. I'm not saying that the sources that I talk to or the sources that I go and cite from my own personal investigation, not investigation, but sound like she a criminal. No, she not a criminal. But from my own gathering intel, I say, is that Kennedy Carter she has to be the sole person. If you're going to bring Kennedy Carter in, you either have to have a person that is there, that the best player on the team has to be better and challenge her and put her in her place when it's time to. That's what I've heard. Now, all of that could be untrue. I've said that. But will Kennedy Carter be on the team this year? Yes, I believe so. But Jeff let her go. And people are like, well, why wouldn't you trade for assets? Well, because Jeff has talked around the league, and what I'm hearing is that a lot of people just don't, they just like, man, we'll just wait till you cut her. We don't have to trade for her. See, teams do that as well, where they like, man, we ain't finna trade for her. We'll just add her on. So Jeff was like, I really don't want to bring her back, but okay, because what Jeff's plans are is he's trying to build around the bigs. That's what I kept trying to tell everybody. He's going to build around the bigs. That's going to be through the draft. That's going to be through the free agency. Now, they might be able to trade a player or two that's on the team right now. Now, I heard Prince's live last night. Michaela Onwuegwe is not a core player. I'm sorry. I understand people like Michaela. Michaela is not that great of a player to me. Now, if you put her in a role and let her stick to that role, we will see how great she is. But there's only 2 players on this roster that is core to me, and that's Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. Everybody else is an asset. Or not an asset, but somebody to everybody else is basically like, what's that word? Expendable. Let me say that. Everybody else on the line are expendable. Okay? Now, do I think the Sky will have a better year this year? I don't know. This is why they have Angel training and Camila training. Tyler Marsh is already at work with the with everybody, I think minus Lindsay, because Lindsay's overseas playing. But everybody else, they're there in the locker room. They're there working and training. They're training Michaela. They're training E-Will. They're training Rachel. They're training Mariah. That's who they're training. And then Lindsay's coming back from overseas. So your day one starters might be Lindsay, whoever else at the 2, Michaela, Angel, and Camila. Plus, they might, after they get their draft picks, they might go pick up some free agents just to fill the roster up for camp. But the thing is, they're getting the practice facility done next year because that's where they're going to go after the most free agents, because there's going to be more free agents to come out that year. Now, everybody's saying Jewel Lloyd to the Aces, Jewel Lloyd to the Aces. Okay, Jewel Lloyd to the Aces, right? Where is she going to fit? This is my opinion. And people might not agree with me. Brittany Griner and Satu Sabally, in my opinion, would be better picks for the Aces than Jewel Lloyd, in my opinion. Now, if you trade for Jewel Lloyd, you're gonna move Jackie Young to the wing. I mean, what are we gonna do? Because I think you got Chelsea Gray coming back. You're going to have an overabundance of players at that same position. In my opinion, if I'm the Aces, I go get Griner. The reason I get Griner is because I could push Asia to her natural position, which is the 4. Excuse me. Because if you watch her in her past, her best seasons was when she got to play the 4. Or she had somebody down there who could score. The De'Erica Hamby thing messed them up very badly. Because if De'Erica Hamby would have never been gone, they could have won 3 or 4 more chips. I mean, 1 or 2 more chips. Because De'Erica Hamby, in her ability, which you're seeing in Unrivaled, she the truth. So that's how I look at it. Plus, if you trade Jewel Lloyd If you trade Jewel Lloyd to the Aces, Plum will probably be in there, and you'll probably add a couple picks maybe. Because, yeah, Kelsey Plum is good, but she's not better than Jewel Lloyd. So, I know people want to hate because Jewel Lloyd had a down year. To me, that was more about fit than her play. But the trade fell through because they wanted too much. And Jeff didn't want to make the same mistake that Wade made when he traded all them assets for Marina Mabry. And Tyler Marsh is trying to showcase the girls in practice, showcase how good they're playing, what they're working on. And they're trying to do that because they're trying to make some of them trade assets, trade value. Because if you could get rid of one or two people, you're good. But would they get a Courtney Vandersloot? They're trying to get her. They're going after DeJounte. Like I said, I think DeJounte's offer would be matched. And I don't know if I would trade for DeJounte Carrington. Listen, guys, I wouldn't trade for nobody. I'm going to be real with you. Just go to the draft, build your team, go to free agency, pick up who you can pick up, and then go from there. You don't need to trade for nobody. If you're going to trade for Carrington, right, what are you going to trade for? I love Carrington, but I'm not trading my 3rd or 10th pick. I'm not. Carrington's going to be a free agent next year. Jewel Lloyd's going to be a free agent next year. All you have to do is build a team that's good enough to try to make the playoffs. This team can make the playoffs. Remember, Angel got hurt. And if not for the Kennedy fiasco, if for her missing games and stuff, you know, she said she had an ankle injury. She said she wasn't good and all that, whatever. If all of that's true, cool. You would have been in the 7th seed probably because the Phoenix Mercury were falling. The Phoenix Mercury were falling fast. So that's all I'm saying. So, JP, if I'm you, okay? If I'm you, I would try to see I would go get me a point guard like an Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims is out there right now, and there's a lot of teams that's interested. I would get Odyssey Sims, okay? Grab her. So you could put her at the point, all right? Then go get Tiffany Mitchell. Tiffany Mitchell will be a great wing, not a great, but a good wing to have out there. Either her or Kimbrough. Okay? Get her or Kimbrough. If you could get Aerial Powers, you know, her only thing is she get hurt a lot. But I would go get a Kimbrough. Michaela can be your backup 4 if you need her to be. So you don't have to worry about doing all of this stuff. Go get you a wing like a Tiffany Mitchell. Okay? Like a Tiffany Mitchell. And then draft your pieces. My bad, y'all. Draft your pieces. Okay, draft them. Draft your pieces. And then go from there, dude. You don't have to trade for nobody. This is what I don't like. Jeff, you don't have to trade for anybody. Okay? Go get Citron. Go get Sellers or AZ Fudd or whoever. And you're good to go. That's all you got to do. But Jewel Lloyd, I'm going to tell y'all straight up. Jewel Lloyd might not even be traded. Because the Seattle Storm want way too many assets. The Dallas Wings want way too many assets. And if they do get traded, it has to make sense. So if Jewel Lloyd goes, cool. Now, people saying, think about Kelsey Plum coming to Chicago. We don't need Kelsey Plum. Go pick up Alicia Clark. Go pick up Sydney Colson. Okay? Pick them up. Because they are locker room vets that you need. They will keep the locker room in touch. They'll keep the locker room fine. And they love Tyler. Go get Tiffany Mitchell and Odyssey Sims. You're good. Because you already got E-Will, Rachel, Mariah, Lizzie. So yeah, you only need about 4 more people. And you'll be at like, what, 10? You'll be at 10 or 11. So I would get Sydney, yeah. And then you add the 2 draft picks, that's 12. So go get you Sydney, go get you Alicia, go get you Kimbrough or Tiffany Mitchell and get Odyssey Sims. We straight, because then if we don't get what's the name? If we don't get such and such, Olivia Miles, then we'll be straight, because we'll have point guards already. You can get Citron or you can get Sellers at 10. But I definitely would get Alicia Clark or Colson. So, but I'm going to be real with y'all. This ain't finna be this ain't finna be a great free agency. We're just going to get what we get, and then we're just going to be competitive. That's it. So, thank y'all for listening, man. I'm out. Deezy.